Hello, guys and hello, guys and gals. I'm at Scrap, and welcome to Scrap That Idea. And today is going to be a very interesting and semi-somber episode. The party's more than likely going to get fucking wrecked, but we're going to try anyway. So we're going to do the introductions and possibly for the last time of this group, but we'll see. Let's start down the line. Dash, go ahead and give us your name and your character, please.
I'm the Dashaco. I play Vector. Vector is a interesting character based around the whole idea of a Thunderbird. He's a scientist and wants to make fighting bioprobes.
He's the zappy boy. He's a zappy boy.
He is a zappy boy.
CJ.
Yo, I'm CJ and I play Hella. She's shield bro.
She's Captain America. If Captain America had tits, was a horse, and dummy thick.
And she's the thinnest out of all the female characters, I think.
Yes.
Kenji.
Well, hello there. Can't resist it, because I am playing Stroheim. The heavily augmented Snake Man is essentially just a cog, who has actually just murdered a bunch of people in cold blood and got nicknamed Space Cthulhu.
We will cover that shortly, Big Dick. All right. Vay, please cover yourself.
I am covered. I'm fine. I'm playing a Remnant, a albino lizard. Kind of focuses on a stealth build.
He's a lizard wizard.
Wizard, blizzard.
Keo, I need you to give us a quick summary of your character, a synopsis, your bank statement. Yes, I need a firstborn child. Oh, he actually
Yoshi.
He actually posted it. Thank you. I'm Keo. I play Celeste, and I'm the Yoshi who kind of just woke up in the dumpster. Yeah, he's our resident dumpster Yoshi. We still love him. Vex, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I am Vex. I play Vex. And she is the thick snake chick, I suppose.
The thick snake sloot with dummy thick ass cheeks that clap so loud she can't stealth.
I mean, I was trying to avoid the sloot part this time, but yes, she's smart.
To be fair,
I see a whisper. I roll communication to seduce.
No, I see a whisper. Is it hot? I roll a communication to seduce.
Roll a mind perceive. It has tits and it has a very obvious clit. Go at it.
Go at it.
Faye, please introduce yourself.
I'm Zuria. I play Dia Viveri, the fox who is the medic and the cook, and the party just found out Transcendent, who gave us all a one-way, all expenses paid vacation to Earth.
A good majority of us will probably get respawned, while the others have to make new characters.
Everybody is happy and thankful with this outcome.
No.
With how things go, I may make some rolls and see what happens. Moving on. So today's episode, I'm going to name it already. Welcome to Earth. Not Earth, Earth.
Earth?
Welcome to Blue.
Earth with an F.
Are we not on Earth? We're on Earth.
No, we're on Earth, but welcome to Earth, bitch. All right.
It's too stupid.
Shut up. To quickly summarize what happened last session. Too stupid. You're fucking sure. You're fucking snake like fucking Queenstar. What the fuck you talking about? Thank you, Vex. You get the joke. Shut up, Kenji.
That's Kenji, by the way, guys. Viewers at home, that's Kenji right there. Who I'm pretty sure almost got cut in half, actually.
Okay.
What was that?
You almost got cut in half.
Yeah, you almost did. If you had gotten any further, it would have killed you.
Yeah, I would have lost a tentacle.
How?
I'm a 3-hex thing. I have multiple legs. We're all tentacles.
No one hit you though.
I said I
Nobody.
wasn't any closer
I think he
to
had.
where it dropped.
Yeah, he had pinned that guy to the wall.
Dude, you weren't close enough to him. He was using his rifle as a momentum to get pushed back. You hadn't gotten close enough to him yet.
I know, so I'm thankful I didn't get killed that way. Or lost a tentacle.
You still have... Whatever, moving on. So, as a quick refresher for those of whom might have watched last episode, the party's fucked. That's the polite way of putting it. What happened was we had a transcendent catastrophe happen. Yes, Dash?
You're good.
We had a transcendent catastrophe happen, which caused a portal to more or less manifest, taking majority of the ship, majority of the survivors of the enemy, and all the party, including their NPC Raoul, and the AI that he purchased, to take a one-way, all-expense-paid vacation to the luxuriously highly rated and wonderful planet of Earth. And they are currently waking up from their vacuum-induced knockout or unconsciousness, and they are currently all waking up side by side, realizing something's not right. What the hell happened?
I need to ask, am I waking up next to any of them?
You're waking up next to a pile of dead, chopped up bodies. What the fuck do you mean?
I met any of them down there, so okay. So I'm just waking up next to the bodies.
How many
Yes.
of these guys are still in one piece besides this guy?
This guy, and these three.
They're still alive?
Okay,
Yeah.
so this one down here is dead.
Which one? Hold on, give me a sec here.
Over here by me.
Yes, he's the guy that got chopped in half.
Okay.
So are we
This is
still
a
inside
thing
the ship?
Yes.
What's left of it.
Quote unquote ship.
Honestly, when I get it, it's like my first reaction is like, did I do that?
So when you guys awaken, you guys realize that the ship is currently sitting at about like 45-degree angle, tilted to the left. You can feel the engine is. You feel like the part of the engine that was off on the side is kind of fried. You can clearly tell you're not you're not in space, you're not in orbit, you're not any of that. The artificial gravity isn't on. You can tell it's real energy, or real energy, real gravity. The air is almost sweet. It's sweet, potent, and it lingers. It's a lot heavier than you're used to. And you hear the sound of leaves rustling off in the distance. And Kenji, you're able to, after a few moments, realize very handily that you're on a planet, obviously. But you're able to look out and see trees at about 100 yards out and just tall grass everywhere. Like you guys are in a clearing kind of thing.
Well, my first thing I'm going to try to do is see if I can peer below to see if anyone's still left alive. Like, literally stick my head down the gap area.
Well, you're at the lower end of the ship. So.
We were in space, right, guys?
Yes.
Huh.
Well, as everybody gets up, you guys all notice very quickly. Fuck.
We notice very quickly, fuck.
You guys know you're. Oh god.
You dying.
We see God. I got it.
You guys. Look out! Thank you, guys. That's great to know. Yeah, he's scared so much.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're good.
I said you were dying.
Just be alright.
Anyway, I love how only 2 people were like, "Are you good?" Like, no. Anyway,
I called it like I saw it. You're dying.
You
I
didn't-
recepted the fate.
Yeah, you didn't sound good, so it's like, I can't do anything.
anyway,
You can't do anything but make jokes.
You look down towards the front of the ship where Raoul was, and you see he's slumped out on the ground. And you can see pretty much the same thing that Kenji sees, but instead of it being only a few hundred feet out, it's like 200-300 feet out from the ship. So you guys can clearly see where you guys are in a large enough clearing, but there's tree cover all around from what you can gather.
I'm going to try to climb my way up through the outside of the ship using my tether tips.
All right. I'm going to need
They work as grappling hooks, essentially.
And all right, fine. Just for sake of moving it on, you start climbing up. Where are you heading with this?
I'm going to check my phone to see if there's any type of signal here.
There is no signal. There is no signal whatsoever.
Huh.
In fact, as you look at your phone, it almost looks like the screen is being scrambled.
Oh shit.
I don't think this is a good sign to have.
Do I have the same thing on my?
When you look at your toggle, yes.
Yeah. Oh crap! No, this is not good.
Can I see this guy over here?
Yes, he's still alive. You see him kind of slowly sitting up and kind of holding his head.
And just for sake of knowledge, the ship is leaning this way?
Yes.
Cool. Then if you don't mind, I'm gonna go right around this corner right now. I see him kind of staggering his way up. I'm gonna go around that corner and go, "We've still got company."
Are you talking to me?
Nope, talking to the rest of the party.
Yeah, he's saying to the rest.
If we're out of initiative order, I'm going to move up here and check to see if this guy.
Oh yeah, he's still alive, but he's bleeding real bad. He's also very unconscious. You can tell he's still breathing.
I slit his throat.
Okay, so you reach down and slit his throat, and as you do, his hand kind of slumps down into his lap, and you see he was holding a flashbang.
Ooh. Shit, I'm gonna roll away?
Too late. Bam! You've been flashbanged.
Shit.
I'm gonna go to this guy right here.
You go over and you see as you're approaching him, you see him kind of unhooking the rigging in his helmet. He's taking it off slowly, and he's just kind of like gasping for air at this point. And you finally get a good look at what's underneath the helmet, which is a wolf vector with a like almost teal stripe running down from the top of his head along what you could assume is his spine.
Ursaran be like, da 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 da. I know.
And we find on this planet Ursaran.
Ursaran in another life is going, boy, you best be getting off my goddamn ship.
All right, take him out. That's it. That's it. Roy.
The spirit of Ursaran compels you.
So
Brutally murder
I look
them.
to him for a second. I throw my phone at him. Does he catch it?
He hasn't gotten cognitive enough. The phone just kind of bounces off his shoulder and lands on his lap, and he looks down at it. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. He looks up at you. Oh.
Where exactly? I don't know any place in Seoul that scrambles phones.
His eyes kind of widen, and he looks down at your phone and takes a look. Fuck, there's only like 4 places I could think of that do this. And as that's being said, the distorted hologram of the AI shows up in the kitchen. And you hear in a broken to static and disorientated voice, the origin of the signals nearby is marked as classified, and several warnings and quarantines are in the area.
Can I overhear this from where I'm at?
They're not necessarily being quiet. The ship isn't that big.
We all know what fucking several quarantines in the area probably fucking mean.
I'm just on my ass hissing right now. Like, oh shit.
And to be fair, the ship has actually gotten more compact.
Yeah.
The AI somehow fucking survived, so
we all heard that, right?
yeah, this is your chance. You can end it.
It's dead quiet, other than the minor sound of a flashbang going off. That quiet ass sound. That's totally not noticeable. Oh, and then the follow-up scream of "fuck my eyes!" But otherwise, yes, you can hear the AI saying this.
If I may, I go down here to check these 3 back here.
Say it one more time. You broke up a bit.
If I may, I go down and I check out these 3 guys down here.
They're slowly getting up as well. Helmets slowly being taken off, and they look up and they kind of put their hands up when they see you, like, hold up.
I shout back to Kyo, yeah, it sounds like it.
How the fuck did you hear anything?
You didn't hear shit.
You still have a nasty case of give fucktitis going on.
Oh, no.
Pretty
Kyo
sure
was
that-
yelling.
Dude, have you ever been flashbanged before? I have. It's not fun.
I've used
I have not.
games before. You can't see, you can't hear, and then if you're using a minigun, everyone in that hallway is gone.
I looked to the. Fuck, this is bad. And I know we were just trying to kill each other, but I
Bygones be
don't
bygones.
like being here. Like
CJ, he just kind of puts his hand up and goes, "Bygones be bygones until we're off the planet."
I'm gonna shake his hand. Yeah. Yes.
He shakes your hand and gets up, and he looks over at the AI. AI, what planet designation are we on, just to be 100%? And the AI kind of flickers for a bit, and it takes a few moments. Processing. Ding, 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 ding. Silence. 1, 2, 3. You are on Earth. Welcome to Earth. Quarantine. Welcome to the hell, motherfuckers. And then it just and the fucking the emitter explodes.
That's not good.
I sigh. I walk past Kyo again. I go to my computer. I would like to ask if there is a way that I can test to see if the AI does have a form of sentience from my computer, if there is still power to the ship.
There is what little power there is to the ship is basically keeping the lights on and the emitter on. Your computer would probably need to be jerry-rigged to take up more power.
You are not using me as a battery.
Is that a sabotage roll or something else?
That'd be a sabotage.
Damn it. Not an engineering?
Oh. Or logic.
Or logic.
Well, logic or engineering, yeah. Either of those two.
I could do either of those. I would like to jury-rig the emitter in my room to give the power over to my computer, see if I can run this test to see if the AI is sentient or not.
Alright. Go ahead and roll it.
So
Difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. I have a boon. That helps with that, so 2d8 it is.
After... Yeah, okay. You kind of get it to turn on. It powers on for about a few seconds, and then it just kind of turns off. I
was going to ask if I could... Because I have a boon in engineering.
Oh, if
and
you're
logic.
yeah, okay, then go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Vex, after a couple minutes, and you sit down and start, rubbing your eyes and shaking, you're able to clear it.
I will use 2 focus to get that to a 12. So replacing one of the 4s with a 6. Can't replace the other one. So 10 plus 1 is 11. A success with a second focus.
Alright. Alright, so you manage to turn it on. It revs up. It powers on. It gets going. The lights get dimmer in the rest of the ship. And you're able to turn it on. You're able to run your little tests. The AI is showing several signs of being sentient, but it's not necessarily conclusive. You're not really able to run an entire test.
But enough to say it could be sentient.
Yes, it could very much be as sentient as you, me, or the cog.
So I'm sorry if I'm shining too much, guys, but I go over to, I'm gonna guess that this guy looks like he's the one in charge.
Yeah, he's clearly a commander after he takes his helmet off. You can see he's got like an insignia tattoo on his neck.
I go over to him and I go, what kind of systems does your armor use?
Classified. Oh, what the fuck. He kind of takes off his chest piece. He takes off his wrist mount and he hands them both to you. Just try to get those back to me ASAP. It runs off a new prototype system under well, we'll say benefactors for now.
I want to check if I could upload an artificial intelligence, the AI, into one of these suits of armor. Even if
you don't
I
necessarily
have,
need to.
Even if I had to. Sorry.
You really don't. You really don't need to because technically, Raul actually has the card for the AI and can or take it and put it into his fucking toggle, which will act like a Cortana type chip.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily know. My character doesn't know this. So this is my character acting the way he is. He's
okay.
Checking to see if the armor could support an AI.
It could support,
even if he had
like
even if he had to get rid of a few other systems.
It could support a couple things. It could support a basic AI, but it couldn't support a full AI. After a few minutes, Raul gets up and checks in on everybody. He sees you and he asks what you're doing.
Me and her may not have agreed on many things.
Understatement.
Millennium.
I knew her a day and I blew up the ship.
But sentience is sentience. And just straight up letting her die in this situation isn't fair.
He kind of shakes his head, and it's clearly shaking his head of the cobwebs. And he goes, or he kind of lifts up his wrist, and a hollow emitter activates, and you see the AI show up there. She's as damaged as the rest of y'all are looking, but she's not like destroyed. A little bit of repair time, she'll be fine.
Or I could just kick it a few times. That's actually
and be thrown out the next airlock she has control over.
No, it's actually a thing I have. It's kick it a few times. It lets me repair stuff temporarily by kicking it. It's a quirk.
Yeah. That isn't going to work because Raoul isn't going to let you do that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask this guy.
I'll let Zora go first.
I want to ask this guy, what was he attempting to get? Why they attacked us in the first place?
There's no point in acting like it's anything special. That crate you guys were given by TTI, we were under orders to get it. I don't know the details behind it, but whatever it is, it's spaced.
We just kind of fought each other. Well, I won't say the wrong place, but our fight ended up making us go to the wrong place at the wrong time. We're enemies by circumstance, but fuck if it don't. I mean, we kind of got really unlucky with... Wait a minute. I will look at my phone again. Does the camera mode still work?
The camera mode?
Yes.
You pull it up, it's staticky, but it's still working.
Well,
Definitely go give me a few sponsors if I go take some pictures and then flex over in the trees or something. Verify if it's Earth.
What do you verify?
Ash is over on his computer. I'm gonna go over to Kyo's character Celeste and Hella, and just be like, "Wait, where the hell are we?"
Well, I wasn't on my computer at that point.
Oh, okay.
Really
while this is, if I may, real quick, while this is going on, these guys are coalescing into one group. Their helmets are coming off, and you see all the different guys are different things. Obviously, you see a canine, just like a Rottweiler-looking motherfucker, who looks. He looks like the Rottweiler has pink fur for one, but he looks like he has like almost fucking crocodile teeth for jaw.
Okay.
The other one is a red panda with purple fur, or purple instead of red, and he does have the bear claws surgery. And he also has extremely sharp fur. You can't quite tell why. The other guy is a mouse, who looks. You mistake him for a fennec fox a couple times, but he's a mouse, or at least he says he's a mouse. And the last guy is the last gal, I should say, is a shark with obviously the razor's teeth, and a few scars across the face, and every one of them have a strange insignia tattoo on their neck.
Okay. What does it look like?
It's different for each member. The commanders has a crown and a crown-looking emblem above it. You know, like how Mirror's Edge has like that weird disjointed geometry for their artwork.
Okay.
That's kind of what it looks like. It has like a kind of a crown shape. The shark has a kind of a Joker symbol on it. Each of them have different playing card symbols with different numbers next to them. Is what you can kind of make out of it, but the numbers are in clearly in the code.
All right.
I would like to see if there's any of the bodies that still have functioning armor. A
few of them do have functioning armor still. They all are pretty much the same or same level as what you had said prior, or what I had said prior. Most of them are fairly damaged though, due to gunfire, shields being thrashed into them, a knife being buried in somebody's neck and cutting internal cording. These, yeah. The big thing about these is they almost look like a second skin on the unit. It's almost like you know how Halo 4's armor or Halo 5's armor is like it's skin on and then the armor's on top of it.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
kind of what it's like. It's kind of like that. So, if you guys can give me one moment here, I need to get cooled off. 1 sec. There we go. I'm comfy now. Okay. But yeah.
Oh, Faye vanished from the roll 20. Oh, there she is. Faye. You vanished from the roll 20.
Scrap.
I'm asleep in next skip pod.
With my slow.
No, at this point, you probably would have woken up.
I would hope so.
With my slow freaking movement, have I finally made it up to them?
Oh yeah, she would have made it up to them. You would have made it up to them within minutes.
Okay.
I looked to the boss.
Side of the ship.
Boss. Yeah, the boss again. Say, you wouldn't by chance have anyone waiting for you on your ship that you could try to contact through all this fucking shit? I say while waving my phone at him again while I was doing the fucking glitchy thing.
He shakes his head. No, from what I've gathered on briefings, anytime I've ever had to work in this sector of the system, our radios are always silent, even long range. When we're down here, it's close range comms only. Anything off planet, fucked.
It's not good.
I go find Raul.
Yeah. He's standing right next to you, basically, at this point.
I look to him. It doesn't have a name.
We didn't get a chance to name it yet. No, yes, I did. It was fuck.
Buttercup sprinkle nuts.
Kathleen.
Oh, that's right. Kathleen said that the signal was close. Jamming signal was close.
The AI appears on Raul's wrist. By close, I mean in orbit. There are things disrupting my sensors, and things aren't... It's cloudy. She looks at you. It's hard to see a lot of things right now.
Well, it's good to see you two are getting along.
It just took a catastrophe.
Apparently so.
Bonds are built in the face of death.
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
The world as we know it.
No, he
Pretty
wouldn't go
much.
back. He poses very valuable potential research.
I'll point to
Alright.
Dia and say, "You don't do that shit again, especially in a ship ever again, please."
To be fair, none of them even knew I was transcendent. I didn't tell anybody.
But we
I know-
watched you shove a knife
We
into
saw
someone.
you, yeah, I was
and
saying,
face through a
we
wall.
also saw you be ethereal.
Is anyone else hiding any transcendent powers?
I could be. Not that I know of, at least.
I don't care that you haven't. I want to make some ground rules with when we do it, or when you try to use that, stay the fuck away from me.
I have an idea.
I just love how like my character's just kind of like
Fair
going backwards, like going like the.
What's your idea? What?
Let's hear it out.
Just think about it. Transcendent abilities got us here.
No!
They can get us out.
No! Even itty bitty, and when he says itty bitty, he points to like one of his fins. Even itty bitty doesn't think that's a good idea.
Wait, what? Oh, you pointed to the fish. Okay.
I have named my Asia form.
Okay.
What does the captain guy think of this idea?
What do you think, Raul?
The captain and Raul both look at each other and they're like, they both kind of put their hands up, like, I mean,
What's the chance? I look to the. You're the one with the ability, so you know how it works.
Wait, what?
Do you know how your ability works, or are you just kind of casting space magic without knowing?
I just know what the bosses tell me.
That's really not
just
useful.
imagine this working really fucking well for some reason.
Crap. I go to take a look outside. Whatever is an
Alright.
open exit, I go to the nearest one. I presume it's this one up here.
You walk over there and you look out the Boston hallway and you can clearly see trees and grass as far as you can look. But after looking around a bit and kind of adjusting your eyes to the sun, you very, very quickly notice something off in the distance. I'd like you to roll a body perceive, please.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 2. This isn't super hard to spot, but I'd like to see if you're inept.
When you get a chance, Scrap, I'm gonna look for any useful salvageable equipment on.
You'll have to roll some.
Not the armor, or.
You'll have to roll some checks then.
Okay, cool.
You might as well salvage your bodies too.
There you go. I got a 13.
You notice the very large red spire about a. You can clearly tell that it's like it's way the fuck off. It's like in the horizon you can see it, so you're not as close to death as you might think. But as you're looking around the trees, you do notice that some of the trees are more red than they probably should be.
We should get out of here.
Okay, so we want to put my plan into action?
No!
First,
Do you run back and tell us this, or are you?
I'm
right
yelling
there?
this to you guys.
Huh? Get out from what?
We should leave. Now.
And go where?
Anywhere but here. I don't think trees are supposed to be that color of red.
I'm gonna like get out or go enough out so I can, or try to see what the fuck Vector see.
You go out and you can very clearly see what the hell's going on.
That's a
And
red
see-
spire. That's not fucking good at all. Yeah, we should leave.
All
Like,
right, let's get
right
going.
I look
All
to
right.
the captain boy. So I know some of your people are injured, but anyone need help? I mean, the more of us here, the better chances we have.
He kind of walks over to the guy that was slumped over that was holding the flashbang. He kind of checks his throat and goes, "He wasn't dead a minute ago."
Don't look at me.
Um,
It's wrong.
I'm gonna go
I
down to the
was
crate, by the way.
Kind of busy, I was kind of busy being disoriented, and
You know, if anything, I can help lower people down using my grapple hooks. Just like hook myself up and just carry people down two at a time.
He kind of, as you guys start getting ready to roll, he starts taking something off of, like, as you guys are scavenging the bodies. I'm assuming you guys are going to do that real quick.
that I was going to do that. Yes, a while ago.
All right, you're not gonna have to roll because you guys are getting ready. I'm assuming you guys are all gonna give at least some help to this.
Yeah, I'll help scavenge after
Yeah.
I do one more thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so nobody's gonna have to roll. What happens is as you guys collect, oof,
Sondheim
you
left.
guys,
There.
I see.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
back now.
so
Okay.
welcome back. As you guys proceed, you start collecting pieces of armor, battery packs, ammo packs, rifles, mags, ammo. So you're all
Any
now
interesting
carrying.
weapons?
They're basic ARs and that. However, the captain is as he's collecting from the bodies. He kind of kneels down, and as he takes from the dead bodies, he reaches into their chest plate. If you guys don't take it, say like there's a hole in it or it's been fried, he reaches into the chest plate, pulls out a small tag, and then kind of traces the emblem on their neck, and then pats them on the helmet before getting up and walking off.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of the red spire.
Okay. It's fucking blurry as hell.
Yeah, I want
It's-
to go. I want to go see this red
Huh.
spire.
You're able to.
Oh,
You're
okay.
able to see it from where you're at.
Crap.
Dang.
Shit.
Thing.
Yes.
They said that the crate was from TTI. I went to the
Yes.
said crate. How does it open?
The crate isn't there anymore. It got spaced, remember?
Oh, I thought you said that it'd come with us.
Hey. You said it came with us.
Yeah.
No, I rolled for it again and it came out no.
Oh.
We checked it last session because I had to double check where it was and I realized, oh no, that's in a kill zone. That's gone.
Okay, yeah.
That
See,
bitch got spaced.
Then never mind. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just helped with scrapping.
Yeah. So
Being the kind of creator I am, I would also point out any important or good scrap to be taken as well.
I'm also
You guys-
taking any good computer tech.
okay, so you guys are taking, tech and that you can probably use. What you assume you could use. As you guys are basically gathering up, the wind actually everybody roll me body perceive, please.
Okay.
Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3, sorry.
Oh, I'm down by 2 sets.
Where's my computer?
So D8 plus
Maybe
D6.
useful to pull up my character sheet.
That might help just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. I succeed.
I don't.
Okay.
I succeed.
Oh no, Carrie. Or God damn it, why did I call you Carrie twice now?
Okay.
Keo, I think you're gonna have a night. I can just see it.
Oh God.
So
Oh, Keo, no.
How important is this?
roll your check.
I roll.
Oh, okay. It's not super important yet.
Are you gonna cook?
Everybody say it with me now. Everybody at home, say it with us now. I'm gonna fucking die.
Well, that's the end. It's the end of the show, boys and girls.
Lyle, are you gonna cook?
So,
Yeah.
One moment, I haven't rolled.
okay. I was just about to double check with you is all. Oh, boy.
Let's see that.
So, I forgot to put this earlier. But yeah, as we fucking see the spire, check Joe jokes, and you'll see. This is just
I'll
all
look
the
at it in a
spire.
moment.
just all over this fire.
It's the Pillar Men. Run.
The menacing symbol. It's just all over this fire.
What did I miss? I had to take my headphones off to ask Lyle something.
No one asked anything yet. We're currently waiting on Z to roll. And then we'll go
I
from
was
there.
making a JoJo.
We were making a JoJo meme reference
You know, like they do.
because it actually works in this situation, especially so.
It works too well in this situation.
I know.
I think my character sheet got erased.
What?
Oh shoot!
It's not popping up. But I had a 1 in body.
Okay. Then roll 1d8, 1d6, please.
You said difficulty 3, so 2d6.
Yeah, 1d8, 1d6.
2d6.
So she's one below.
Not the
Anyway.
worst.
All right. So, you guys, those that hear it, notice that the wind has stopped.
Okay.
I'm looking
The-
outside.
The wind has stopped. The leaves are no longer rustling. It's silent. It's uncomfortably silent. The air is starting to get, it's starting to get stagnant.
I'm looking outside, by the way.
I'm right there with you.
I jumped out of the ship.
Yeah.
Vay, are you seriously diving out of the ship just randomly?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you two, please. Okay, all who are looking out the fucking hole in the ship, please roll body perceives difficulty 4, please.
Difficulty 3. Got it.
Okay. Oh shit.
I see it.
God,
What
praise
was
simplification.
the,
I have a body perceived simplification. Yep.
Alright.
I should have been rolling it for my other ones too, but I forgot to.
hold on. So wait, that's D8, D6 for me, yeah? D6, D6.
Difficulty 4. What's your body exert?
It's 2.
So yeah, D6, D6.
2d6.
Exert.
It's
Perceive. Just
cool.
roll 2d6, please.
no.
Okay, you don't see it.
Yeah, no.
Alright. You two. So, Vector notices very quickly that something red is off in the distance. Like it's almost like it's. The grass is about maybe 2-3 feet tall. It's about waist height on most of you. But this, you can just kind of see the silhouette of something in the tree line at about 200 meters out, or not meters, but 200 feet or so out, and it's very much keeping low. It's you could wager a guess that you're being watched.
I lean over to Vex, who's next to me, and I go, "Everyone out the back now."
Let's go.
While they're all at doing this, before anyone moves, I'm going to cast my whole level 4 explosive ability right here.
Oh god.
Is there any way to stop this?
I'd like to remind you, babe, that the cool level is still high enough to go fucking haywire.
Like I said, space magic got us into this bullshit. Space magic gets us out.
Okay.
I'm jumping off of the ship as fast as I can.
No, yeah,
This first.
because nobody else has noticed this yet. Am I right?
Everyone else is starting their stock or looking at someone else and doing some other shit.
These are the only two in the room with me.
And I don't think the captain and me
Technically,
are fucking...
he wouldn't be in the room with you anymore. He'd be over here, regrouping with his men, collecting tags and that.
And me and Vector are watching this thing
Then
approach.
she's the only one in the room with me, Captain America.
I probably wouldn't be here either because I would be doing other shit too.
Captain America,
Go ahead and roll it.
a shield.
Am I rolling?
So why'd you do it next to me? In one room that's next to me.
Guys, what was it for transcendent rolls again? I'm already feeling like this is going to go horrible.
Oh, save. Difficulty is the difficulty of the fucking thing, if I'm correct.
The coal bloom.
Which
Yeah,
is difficulty
probably
6.
6. Yeah.
Technically, I think you guys were over 6 at this point because the last one was a critical fail.
I don't think it can technically go over 6. 6 is the highest
Okay.
it can technically go.
Alright, well, it's sitting at Cold Bloom 6, I can tell you that. Because it hasn't been enough time for the Cold Bloom to fucking fade.
Oh, it could fucking fade on Earth.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Look it up real quick.
Well, this could
And
go
depending on
horribly.
what you roll, we may or may not need the... Depending on what you roll, you may or may not need the fucking thing.
The last roll was 2d4 plus 1. So I'm going to guess that's what I have to roll now.
It's difficulty 6. What is your mind?
Mine was a 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 1.
It's all saved.
Which everyone has already said that it is physically impossible for me to succeed at that roll.
Just spend all your focus.
Don't want to succeed at the roll.
So yeah, you just roll, and then you would fail, obviously.
Then we all die.
Alright, there's Transcendent. Let me check Transcendent Catastrophe again, which is 288.
I will save us all.
Space magic is the way. This is a D&D. Magic may cause problems, but doesn't fix it.
It's gonna spawn a whisper.
Hey, let me say this. Chaotic
Which wouldn't be the worst
for the win.
They're already fucking whispers.
Yes, it wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
It just all points of whispering yours. Like, huh?
I'm actually gonna hold on.
You gotta roll.
Yeah, I know. God.
It's
By the
D10.
way,
The core level.
So it's D10 plus the 6.
plus the 4 because the what the radiant was trying to channel. She was trying to
give me
core level 4.
Alright, go ahead, babe. Say it while I grab my die.
and I said this will save us all. I did not mean that it will get us out of this situation. It could very well kill us, which does take and get us off of Earth, technically.
We can use our rescues.
They won't make it in time. No matter what, this ability is going off faster than anybody can make a call off planet.
But the rescues was mechanic. Never mind.
Rescue is fuck you, my time. But I mean, no, wait.
Yeah, well, she did roll it, and I gotta see what the result.
Roll it. All right.
Well, couldn't we use rescue and just flavor it as
you want me to
the
roll
magic
it?
worked before?
Nobody comes to Earth. Nobody passes the moon. It's a red zone.
So, Scrap, you want me to roll it?
I've already got my die. Let me roll it and see what the hell comes up.
All right. I don't want. I want to put the. I don't want the misery of me being the one to kill everybody. You know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna be the one to kill everybody. No.
Well, that's my job.
Fucking magic. Okay. They
Um,
work.
So, babe,
They're working almost every situation. The thing.
you know how you were a fox? You're no longer a fox.
What happened?
What? Oh my god!
You, as you hold out your hand to cast the ability, your arm ruptures. It backfires and it grows and begins to pulsate and pop. It begins lurching back up your arm through your chest, and you begin feeling an unburning agony wash over you as the transcendent ability backfires and forces you into a new form. Your body is broken down and shattered and reformed into an ungodly monstrosity upon the planet. You are more of a monstrosity than the monstrosities on the planet. Congratulations, you got transformation.
use the transcendent manifestation for this scene.
Your transcendent manifestation is. Let me make a roll real
You
fast.
say it was transformation?
Yeah.
Wrong one, did. Hold up. Let me put this right here.
Alright, let me double check to read this to make sure I got this correct.
While you do that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some more water.
Okay, you're behaving normally, so you're not trying to kill your friends. You can now speak a new language, and and you spawn 3 manifestations that you get to pick, or is that DM get to pick? No, it's you get to pick.
So it's them.
Yeah, you get to pick from the transcendent manifestation table. You can now speak transcendence language or manifestation language, and at the end of combat or scene, the other manifestations enfold into your arms, and you can exit this coal of existence permanently.
I don't think that's a choice.
Yeah, that's a you do.
So she doesn't even get to do that. She just basically vapes out of the universe.
Oh, jeez.
Well, she changes, they come into being until the end of the scene, then they take her with them.
Okay. So as your form begins to pop and postulate and pulsate, and blood splatters across the wall because your body is being so rapidly and forcefully transformed, I'm trying to think of how I want to describe this. As you lurch forward and finally you black out from the pain for a minute. Everyone can hear her screaming, by the way. And I'm assuming you all run over to see what the fuck just happened.
Nope.
I do.
Those that do, you gaze upon a figure, hunched over and crying in pain.
You mean you run upon a figure and run out the fucking window where the fuck I
CJ?
say?
What the fuck happened to
CJ,
you?
let me, gentlemen,
Let's scrap finish, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
you see this figure hunched over, gasping and crying in pain. As it lurches forward, it's hunched, even while on its knees. The arms are disjointed and one arm is clearly much larger and full of pustules. The other one is short, emaciated, and stumped. The legs are bulking masses that don't even look anything remote what a normal leg should in this reality. Its face the face you knew has been peeled back into a skull, antlers protruding from it as it slowly rises up to its feet. It looks back at you and gurgles out an ungodly sound of pain before taking a deep breath and muttering out in a distorted, bastardization, abortion of reality's tone. And this is now what Dina now sounds like. Or Dia now sounds like. So, babe, go ahead. Oh, by the way, you don't have eyes. You don't have eyeballs, but you can clearly see.
That's I'm fucking leaving.
Can I just jump out without them? I have the suppression system that let me just fall asleep.
So how far is the fall from here to the ground?
You'd break your leg.
How far?
About 40 feet high.
I'm gonna grab
if
the
you
horse.
jump from the lowest point.
In the chat, Dr. Sock.
No, what I'm gonna do is, since I actually am one of the few people who thought ahead of the situation and got the sonic descent system, which I'm wearing, I'm gonna grab the horse and jump.
Okay. As you guys are running, I'd like to say this. While you guys are beginning to run, you guys notice, babe, have you decided your 3 manifestations? Or do you want me to just kind of throw something at the wall?
Let's go with... Would it be from this table down here where it's the pawn, the rook, and all that?
Pawn, rook.
It would be, but if you want me to flavor something, I can. It'll play off the same table or off the same tables. It did not give a restriction of what she could spawn.
So she could spawn a fucking queen.
Again, though, I can throw this as I can flavor this for sheer body horror.
Let's take a queen, a knight, and dealer's choice.
Okay. Do you want them flavored, or you just want them as is?
Flavored is fine. You pick.
Okay. So.
By the way, does this allow me to feel what was outside, like its presence?
No, not really.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, transcendent manifestations and whispers are on 2 different wavelengths.
Whispers are just fucking dumb and on all the wavelengths.
Alright, I need to take a leak real fast, but I will be looking that up. Give me 1 moment.
Okay.
Oh, everyone knows that rescues aren't what we're thinking they are, right?
Do what?
Rescues? They're a negative tool that says
They're
yeah,
negative tool.
I'm
Yeah,
too much
if you're
shit.
in over my head, you can use a rescue.
I'm in too much shit, DM. Save me, please. Narrative way, save me.
Yeah. You can do that. I mean,
But that's
as of
what a
right
rescue
now,
is.
yeah. As of right now, well, you can use your rescue.
Oh no.
So you can get the fuck out of here. But,
Well, I'm gonna wait to see what happens before I use my rescue.
Everyone except for Zuria's character is not in as big as danger as she is.
Yeah, no.
We're fucked, but we're not that fucked. Like in terms of we're gonna die.
I was just confused because everyone's like, when I mentioned rescues, everyone's like, no one's gonna come to Earth, and it's not how rescues are.
They can't. They absolutely.
I was
can.
thinking the same thing as you, Dash. There.
You can use a rescue for that. It is legit. Yeah, that's as legit what that is.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
Do something
that's
like
exactly
find a spaceship inside a bunker or something.
Yeah.
Get off planet.
I'm not using my rescue. I was just confused by other people. That's all.
I know. You can use your rescue.
I was as well.
I think what Keo was talking about was you can't use your rescue for another person like that. I don't think you can because it affects you.
Well, it's you or an NPC. I think. I don't think it's another player character.
So yeah, and you can't help what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, CJ?
She would have to call it herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, CJ, I hope you appreciate the fact that I took the time to grab you before jumping out of the ship.
I was gonna fucking jump out of the ship myself. I do not care if I break my goddamn leg.
But this way you won't, because I was probably one of the few people that actually thought we might actually have to jump from some insane height. I should get this system. Not all of us have wings.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't got wings.
That's
I
why I
have
didn't think,
tentacles and tether tips.
that's
I
why I
have
didn't think about
athletics.
that though. So it's like,
Hey,
And I have shields.
yeah.
hey, babe.
Yeah?
Can you roll me a d6, please, for the dealer's choice?
Okay, Scrap.
Yeah,
Are they okay?
Fucking
Did we break you
is
already?
a what okay?
Are they okay?
Uh, we'll get there. All right. So what'd you get, babe? A 3. All right. That means that is
Those trash quetzals.
queen, a knight, and a
King.
knight. Another knight.
I knew there was going to be a queen and 2 knights. That was just going through my head. It's gonna be a queen and 2 knights. Why not?
So, as the party begins to run, you guys hear the sound of almost like a I don't know how to really describe it. It'd be like, you guys know in horror games how they have like the shadows that make like the kind of noise.
Oh yeah, kind of, yeah.
Boom. Yeah, that's what the sound is made as you guys are running by. If any of you look back to see it, you see creatures that vaguely resemble the bastardization of reality that Dia has now become. And I say vaguely in the sense that they are also bastards of reality. They are bastardizations of what you and I would call reality, something that belongs in this general dimension. 3 legs. The queen stands upon 3 legs, gazing down upon or having to crouch or lower her head more or less as she's in the center of the hallway. The 2 knights flanking her, each standing on 2 legs, 2 of the same large style legs that Dia now has. Their arms are tendrils that are hunched, or their arms are tendrils that slither across the floor. Their flesh is pulsating and blistered, gushing a strange viscous fluid from every orifice. The faces are they're blank until they reach a tube at the front, and the tendrils wrap around nearby weapons and lift them. And the queen lowers her legs, crinks her neck, and she has the silhouette of a face, but something seems very off of her. And they each gather around, or they each work their way into the kitchen and look down to Dia, tilting their heads and eyeing and surrounding, one of which even reaching to try and touch her. The sounds in Dia's head echo, "My fresh, new entities, new children to be brought to the fold. We must save you. We must aid you, and then bring you to your new home." These voices are all in unison, by the way.
No, I figured. I'm pretty sure me and Keo are noping the fuck out of there and not even looking back.
That was more for anybody who did.
Oh, yeah, no, I've jumped. I've already jumped out of the ship. Like, I saw Hella come around the corner. I saw Kenji's character following behind Stroheim, following behind Hella, and I had jumped out of the ship to fly, carrying my bag in one of my hands.
Can I take an escape pod?
You can hit the escape pod, and you go maybe 40, 50 feet.
That works.
Yep, I'm
Alright.
following Keo right now.
Dipping the fuck out.
Everyone's just bouncing. It's like,
Y'all
this
just nope the fuck out and leave her with these monstrosities.
Fucking turned into what the fuck you mean?
As far as I know, she's not her anymore.
On fucking Earth, you use that then you change? Hell no!
Already said no to transcendent abilities. Nope. 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 Nope.
Alright, then
Nope.
Vay, I'm gonna need you. Vay, you get shot out through the airlock. There's enough force to put you out about 40, 30. Roll me a D100, please. And pick high or low before you roll. Well, alright.
Let me do it again then.
Roll
I'm
again,
gonna
pick high or
pick
low.
high.
Okay.
You know, I might have the transcendent ligature range. That does not mean I am gonna sit around with a hat.
I know you guys should be able to use the rescue. I know, but this is one of those instances where I don't think anyone's coming to save you.
Well, so the rescue isn't just someone coming to save us. It's the DM narrating something happened to prevent it. But we also can't use it on other players, I don't think. We can use it on
Deus Ex
NPCs
Machina.
and ourselves.
Let me ask this then. If your guys' characters are in a holy fuck situation, you are remotely unequivocally fucked. Would you guys use your rescue there, or would you guys rather take the ensuing fate?
I mean, I'm just rolling through it right now. I'm rolling with the punches. Whenever shit gets too bad, that's when I'll use the rescue. It's bad.
Well,
It's fucked, but it's not that fucked.
Well,
because my point being is there's a thing coming with that role that is going to be quite painful, and I'd like to know where everybody stands.
Who's gonna use
I
the
stand
rescue?
in the kitchen.
I would probably use my rescue if my respawn didn't work, to be honest. 'Cause
Okay.
this
I
character
do.
has the same respawn thing, so I can essentially just reuse the character somewhere else and just doesn't remember the last 8 hours of
We
what happened.
will discuss. I will have to make some rolls to see what the hell happens with them.
Okay. Because our respawn guys might not remember we were on Earth. You might remember, like, hey, we had a crew.
Yeah.
It was about that.
Although there might
we
be
get
some
to-
fuckery about the actual.
whenever we
respawn.
get to
How we
Omega
roll.
fuck, whenever we get to Omega fuck, then yeah, I will use the
Alright.
rescue.
I am curious if you can use
Faye.
it on other players.
Vay, you are in a very bad position that could very well end in your death. Do you want to use your rescue now, or do you want to roll with the punches?
I'll see what happens.
Okay.
To
I will
continue with me scaring the shit out of the crew, I'm going to tell the 3 minions that are currently with me, the people who just ran out, chase them down and protect them.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
I should probably also mention that the military or the masked or the suit crew, as we're going to be referring to them as, have watched all this happen and are just staring blankly.
Oh. They're just stunned.
Fuck off.
So, your escape pod slams to the ground. It rolls and ends up crashing against the tree. You're relatively fine. You're a little shaken up and disorientated, but you're fine for the most part. You are able to open the door, but as you open the door, you realize that there is a very red tree you're leaned against.
Oh.
And y'all said I was fucked.
Yeah, no, he is. No.
Technically, at the end of the scene, my problems have ended.
True, yeah.
At the end of combat, my problems have ended.
The Whisper Whisper Vay wakes up.
Can I see where Vay landed?
No, you guys are.
Well,
You guys went out.
I'm only asking because I'm flying.
Roll perceive. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
Or difficulty 4, I'm sorry, because it's also around the ship. And you guys are more or less fleeing in mortal terror.
No, I don't see where she landed.
Alright. You see this red tree that's dripping. What do?
Can I get out without touching it?
You can, in fact, get out. You won't touch it, but you get a very odd vibe about it.
Well, I get out and I run very far away.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll me in athletics. Difficulty 2.
Swear to God, this is a fucking vehicle.
Ray runs.
Okay, so you run as fast as fucking possible. As you're bolting it downrange, you happen to glance back, and you notice that tree is no longer a tree. In fact, the creature is standing on top of the life pod, staring down at you. It's oozing blood or it's oozing the red liquid into the pod, and it stares at you. And it's not a whisper, at least not in a normal sense. The thing looks like a vector, like someone that's been close to you in the past, staring at you with milky white eyes.
I run faster.
that is the appropriate answer.
I ran so far away.
Get away!
That is the appropriate answer. Oh, that looks like someone I know. Nope.
You get bolting as fast as fucking possible. And and CJ, Vex, and everyone who's out of the ship, please roll me a body perceive.
Difficulty.
Difficulty 3.
Shit, so 2d6.
What's your... So, do you have a body perceive of 2?
No.
Difficulty 3 is a D8 D6, Vex.
Oh, so d8d6. Cool.
If
cool,
you
cool.
have a body
Succeeded.
perceive of 2, difficulty 3 is a D8 D6.
V, I should have mentioned you actually didn't need to roll this. You're too busy
In
running.
that case, it's d6 for me.
You have a 1, it's a D6.
Shit.
You notice the broad side of a tree.
At least I have the vantage point.
For those who made it, you see Vey bolting as fast as you've ever seen him run. And behind him, you see a slow-walking, hunched monstrosity of climbing towards you. Its arms are trailing along the grass, spikes forming across its back and along its skull as it steps out, or as it steps closer. Its jaw dislocating and hanging, teeth growing. And screaming.
How many? What is your mass, Kenji?
Kenji.
What's
Yes.
your base mass?
My base mass, let's see. 7.
Crap. Thing?
You were
Yeah.
fucking getting reading.
Is
I
there, is there
you were down,
a,
now.
Saying
a
it.
chance to take a flashbang or something like that off of one of the corpses? A
I
functioning
mean,
one?
I hope so.
You guys would have already been looting a couple of flashbangs here and there.
Because I'm flying, I toss one if it's easiest. If I can, I want to toss one between it and Vey, and then follow Vey.
Actually, so who is the
Roll
slowest in
range
that group?
combat difficulty. It's range combat difficulty 3. No, 4. I'm sorry.
Difficulty 4?
Yeah, because you're flying. You're throwing it at a fairly decent distance.
I thought it would have been simplified because I'm flying, because I'm literally just tossing it at that point.
You're trying to Kobe it, not yeet it. You're also trying to land within a certain specific spot, so it's close enough to affect it, not affect Vey, and still be somewhat effective.
It's self-winning.
Flashbang Radius is fucking dumpster, dude. Like, legit.
Yeah. You need a feat to make it range combat.
What?
You need a feat to make it range combat for throwing stuff.
Oh well. I'd have to use focus to change that, wouldn't I?
Probably.
Yeah, focus, because it's not combat.
I guess I don't get it close enough.
Right. Like I said, who's the slowest?
I've got my...
all of us?
Vex, what's your move?
My what?
Your move.
5, I believe. Yes, 5. No, 4. Sorry, 4. Yes.
Mine's a
I don't know
3.
what the fuck. Alright, so you're now on Mount fucking
Because of my mass 7.
yes. And you get shit. You get a lot of shit. A lot of good
Hey,
shit.
Vey,
Fucking...
can you roll me a D100 again, please? And dash, even or odd, or high or low, I should say.
Low.
Did he roll high?
Damn it.
You throw the grenade, and you think you throw it farther or harder than you did. It goes maybe about 3 or 4 feet and lands about in front of, like, within range of Vey, and it's not close enough to the rest of you, but your ears will be ringing, and if you're staring in that general direction, you're about to get, you're going to have that imprint of the, but you're not going to be fully flashed, so you're going to take, like, minor effect of this.
I mean, I just want to put it out there that I didn't even see that. I didn't see Vey, and I didn't see the creature.
You're fine.
So I'm probably
You're
not
fine.
looking in that direction. Okay.
You're fine. Who and all is looking in that general direction? Please be real with me.
Oh,
I'd
I
probably
threw the
be
grenade,
hobbling out
so...
of the ship at this point.
All right, one at a time, please.
I threw the grenade, so I imagine 4
Yes,
seconds.
I know you're getting that like ghost image
Here's the
effect.
thing. I would have glanced, saw some big red thing, mounted Kenji, and then fucking told him
You
to total
run out. Okay.
Told me
Now,
total.
babe, what did you say?
Said I'd probably be hobbling out of the ship at this point.
Okay, so you're hobbling out of the ship. Your knight, your and queen are about to jump down after. As the flashbang goes off, can you please roll me I believe it would be a resolve check, wouldn't it?
I think it's endure.
For what?
Endure.
Yeah, I think it'd actually be an endure check.
For blindness? Yeah.
Roll me an endure, please. Yeah, okay. So you're not badly blinded. You do get the ghost image, and you hear the ringing, but you're still able to keep trucking. The creature behind you snarls an unearthly and proceeds to start booking it. As it starts booking, one of the knife and clashes with it. Tendrils wrapping around the now fully formed, elongated, lanky arms of the creature, and they begin bashing it out in front of you guys as you guys begin to run. The queen and the knight that remain are now standing beside you, the lot of you, and are now watching you guys. At this point, the commander and the squad have slid out of the side passage or out of the side airlocks by jettisoning one of the airlocks and Mag walking down.
Oh shit.
Um,
At this point, I realized that Zora's still on our side.
Yeah.
At this moment, is too concerned of get him the food, get it.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fucking. Fuck this shit. Actually, wait. I need to roll something.
Oh boy.
I figure y'all are in hell. Where the fuck are you gonna run?
You can run in hell.
So we can't run anymore. Oh, all right. So
You ran all night and day.
as we start fucking away, I get a fucking idea. Turn around, take my camera out, and try to fucking take a picture of the kaiju bat.
You take a picture of the transcendent creature and the whisper duking it out. And as you do, the transcendent creature or the manifestation, as you go to snap the picture, the manifestation shows up as a black burn image on your camera.
Damn.
That's it. I also take a fucking selfie and like for the caption of the selfie, I'm fucking booking it, yo.
Thing, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
I don't have an inhibition. Does my Age of Form have any suggestions at this current point in time?
Run, motherfucker, run!
Hey then. Yeah, no, running.
I'm running after Stroheim and Hella.
Well, flying. Yeah, I'm flying. I only fly at 4 hexes.
He can't fly,
so,
he's running.
so, yeah.
Did you have any
You can
advice
fly.
for the victim?
Don't have any
Did
what?
you have any advice for the
Say again,
victim?
babe?
Did you have any advice? Did you have any last minute advice that you wish you could give the victim? Run, bitch, run!
As you guys begin to move, you see the whisper rip the transcendent creature in half. Like, it pierces its arms through and proceeds to rip like a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Convenience the transcendent thingy.
Words
Say again?
flash above it.
It was only a mild inconvenience for it because it wasn't of this world.
True. It then immediately... It's about 30 feet from the... It's about 30 feet from the actual... from the queen, and you guys see it rear up and proceed to take a flying leap onto the queen. The queen's about 7 or 8 foot tall, and it lurches forth and buries its claw into the queen's face, and it begins thrashing against it, screeching an ear-shattering howl of just anger and violence.
Wow. Women, am I right?
with my whispers are fucking brutal. Their body horror is fuck.
Fuck this thing.
Yeah,
Yes, it does have a tail because it's attempting to mimic
And it sounds like
a vector.
Echo. We're fucking on.
Yeah, scrap at this point because it's CG.
I did not go that deep into the experimental one just yet, so I will admit that.
So an Echo is what it kind of sounds like, which is a vehicle, which has 300 wounds, a total mass of 50, movement of 4, endurance 60, and evade of 20. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Can I run up, grab this thing by the tail, and then try and slam it into the ground?
You would need to jump from the ship first.
That's my new body.
If you jump from it, you'll hit the ground hard and you'll have to recover, but you're not going to take damage.
I'm gonna jump down.
CJ, I must say,
By the
I'm
way,
glad-
the track currently playing, or the track I've posted in chat, for those at home, is Flock of Seagulls, I Ran So Far Away. Enjoy that.
Yeah, CJ, thank you for knowing the whole movement thing by heart when you're mounted. Because right now, my normally slow Snake Boy is just huffing it like he's not even slithering at this point. You just see him stand up and just run on his tentacles.
That's why Nameless becomes the fastest character alive wherever someone mounts him.
You're literally just spidering your way away. You're literally running on erections, just you're running on boners.
Like,
I'm running on a set of tentacles.
I just gotta say this. That's almost as horrifying as that.
Yeah.
You just see this mechanical snake man just get up and not slither. Wait, no, he stands up on two tentacles and starts roughing it.
Holy crap.
The
Well, someone riding him.
fastest character is Raul because he has DM teleport powers.
He always teleports near his master, so every time Kenji gets a little too far away, he just teleports back.
He's a creepy Watson.
For
Sherlock Holmes.
for
case.
those who care, this is the music currently playing for them. And for anybody who's curious at home, it's when the Doom soundtrack kicks in. It's the name of the video.
Okay.
Uh,
And it's the one where Vince McMahon is the fucking thumbnail. Have fun.
oh. Yeah, oh, okay.
All right. So for those of whom, to quickly clarify, because Z was going to do something, you hit the ground. You lunge forward. We're not going to roll for initiative with this. It's only going to be a little bit. You lunge, grab its tail, and start to try and yank it off. Am I correct in that?
And then, like, I'm gonna basically do what Hulk did to Loki.
Puny
Jokey?
God, puny
Okay.
God.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's the numbers for?
That's the melee damage bonus and range damage bonus of the fucking thing.
So, as you lurch forth and grab it, you yank with all of your might and suddenly fall over. You look to your hands and you realize the tail is now encompassing your hands and slowly, or your hand is now slowly digging into your arm and burrowing and burning as it lurches into your body.
I don't have my transcendent powers anymore, do I?
I think you keep the power.
Roll a fucking mind fucking what is it? Logic. Roll logic.
Roger.
Mind exert logic.
I had a 2 for
Alright.
my mind, I think it was.
This should
Originally.
be
Yeah.
a really high difficulty, so like 4 or 5.
Yeah. So roll me 2d6. And I don't know what you had for logic.
Nothing.
I throw a readiness to that.
You can.
Bump it up to a 10.
Okay. You think you have the ability still. You go to reach out your now giant pulsating blood now
that's
crystalline
how I was
arm.
saying.
I want to cast
And as you
the
go to
explosive ability right on.
Now, actually, roll another check just exactly like that.
Say again?
Roll another check just like that.
What? One more time for me, CJ.
Roll a check exactly like that. Hold up, I'll PM to you, Scrap. The reason why I'm on the roll.
Okay. Alright, give us a second. Let me see what he's going to say about it, and then we'll go from there. And then I just see that femboy rabbit in the fucking in the picture.
So, CG, I'm curious. Do you think that video fits Raul? The one I linked at the very bottom for your thing?
I
one
was
that
there
just
creepy,
teleports?
but yeah, he just teleported everywhere.
It's like you look away for a
Alright.
second, then there's Raul.
So, roll me your save, or roll me the results save, and show. And it's still cool 6, by the way.
All of the fuckiness. Are we at least 50 feet away from her?
You guys are about 40, 45 feet.
I'm 50 feet away.
By the time you manage to, or she manages to cast the spell, you guys will be out of, or cast the ability, you guys will be in the 50 feet range.
As she's
by
casting
the
the spell,
time- By the time the effect were to reach you, you guys may be out of
I want to use
range.
the focus to boot. Nope. Do I want another disaster, or do I want to bump that up?
Can you get another disaster?
She technically would fail her focus. Her thing.
She would, but she's an entity now.
Okay, so I've got to ask. Do y'all want to risk being teleported to a different planet?
Yes.
Actually, I think we'd be cut in half at this point at our range.
I'll say right now, don't worry about them. Worry about yourself.
Did you already
As I'm
roll
running
in case
away-
I stay away? In case I don't take this?
In case this goes absolutely tits up.
But yeah, transcendent abilities. Even if you had transcendent abilities, they might still come to your new body. Even.
So, like I said, hon, at the end of the scene, my problems are over.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead and
out of character. Do they want to do they want to chance another disaster and possibly be warped somewhere else, or let me bump this up and fry me and everything in the general area?
So what you're asking is, do they want to spin the wheel or do they want to spin the wheel?
I would just go for the disaster at this point. We're fucked. We're not dying yet. We're getting the fuck out. But if we can teleport it, then hey.
I just want to say what I was been trying to say. As I'm running away and she's casting a spell, I spare one last look back at my friend as she's casting the spell.
All right, go ahead and roll it, babe. If you're going to roll the readiness.
The disaster, then.
And roll the focus. Go ahead.
We're going with the disaster.
Oh,
God. The
All right, babe. Go ahead and roll it yourself. I'll let you roll it. Roll a d10, please.
Add 6 to it.
Is teleported to like Mars or something. Then fucking TTI will be like, all right, and then yeet it.
7 plus. What level were you casting this at?
4.
Oh no!
What is it?
Let me get my die.
Oh my god!
holy shit! What?
Oh my god!
This. By the way, I'd like to clarify. This isn't DM bullshit. This is legit. This is actually what she rolled.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh no!
So, what?
Hold on, I want to see
Oh,
what this
okay.
one was.
Okay, that's a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You,
What's going on before you
okay.
tell them what's happening? Because I want to know. I'm not on the disaster, so I don't even know what I rolled for.
You
Well,
got
you rolled transportation again or teleportation again.
Wait.
So, as you put your hand out, you let out you let out a cry, and you go, "Be gone, bastard!" And as you power, your arm begins to glow. Like the pustules in your arm begin to glow as the power basically forces through your arm, and it bursts forth and it explodes in a 50-meter or 50-foot radius, encompassing the party. It blasts, it blinds as if a nuke has just gone off in the area. And you guys appear. As you guys rub your eyes and clear off and start kind of taking in your scenery, you guys are back on Mars.
Am I on the ground?
Yes, you're on the ground.
Oh, thank God.
We're all on the ground.
You were high enough that it still got you.
Well, no, I was just worried that I'd teleport still in the air.
No, okay. So you teleported in. You are in the air when you teleport. You did teleport in the air.
Does he hit a
So
building?
did I come through on the ground?
As you appear, let me roll something.
Wait, where are we now?
Mars.
Back on.
I did not say.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you did say that we
Did
were
I?
back on Mars.
Oh, I did?
You
You said you're back on Mars.
Okay.
But now
Alright,
the
my bad.
problem
Anyway,
is that
hold
there's
on.
a whisper.
Hold up.
Hold on.
Bang.
You spawn, and as you come through the air, or the sudden lack of air forces you to fall, but you manage to recover it just about 5 feet from the ground. And as your wings open, you hit the ground, drop to a knee, and as your eyes all clear and you rub your eyes and get cleaned up, you notice that Z is now gone. Z's minions are now gone. The Whisper fuck is still there.
Oh fuck!
I was about to ask you if for the end of scene if me and the Whisper could be pulled through.
Problem is, babe, when you cast that, it was taking everything. It's the same thing as the other guys. By the way, they did get picked up as well. They were close enough, so they are actually about 30 feet away from you guys. Raul is still there, by the way.
I just want to say that we
Raoul
brought a
teleports.
whisper to fucking Mars.
They're already here.
Raul,
TTI is on Mars.
Raul is currently sitting about 40 feet west of you guys. And as you guys start kind of getting up or realizing the Whisper is kind of hunched over and snarling and gurgling, and it slowly begins to rise up and hiss. And as you guys see it get up, its face has now slowly begun to segment and open. And as it opens like a predator jaw. Like the four angles open up, and you see endless rows of crimson teeth as it screeches at all of you.
Hey, Scrap. I think this can just shoot an energy arrow in its mouth.
You could.
Because I kind of want to do that because I got the FTD bow.
I yell at everyone to look away.
Well, alright. Are you going to shoot the arrow?
Yeah, it's energy. Essentially right in its mouth.
Alright. Because you're trying to hit a trick shot, more or less. Roll me ranged combat difficulty 4.
Okay, so I got a monitor 2, range combat 1, so that's difficulty above mine would be a 1 then, or a 2 still?
Difficulty 2 for every combat roll.
So it's 2 above, what would that be? Or 1?
1 above 1. For range combat?
Yeah.
You have 3? It's
Well, I have 2 in, whatchamacallit. 2 in mind exert, and then the one in range combat.
So it's only
2d8 plus your 1.
Oh, nice.
What do you roll?
You roll max.
So you want to know if Dash is using this fucking stat block?
So
That's
you
fine.
wretch,
Go.
you wretch,
Stat. Fuck both of you. If the
you
GM,
wretch.
Let's scrap talk.
no, go ahead, scrap. My bad.
5 tries I tried to get that out. You wretch back the bow, and as you fires a beautiful, brilliant line of light square into this thing's mouth, and it pierces through the back. The arrow sticks for a second until it fades, and more blood begins to billow out of its back.
Actually, Scraps, since it's the FTD bow, there's no arrow. It's just pure energy that got shot through it.
Let's
I'm
finish.
flavoring.
Okay.
Let him.
I know it's pure energy. Just
Let's scrap finish.
come on, man.
I'll get that other bow later, man. We'll make it happen again.
Scrap finish.
Let him have his spiel.
Trying to give you guys a neat narrative experience. God damn it. I know it's only energy. That's why it faded.
I was trying to listen to.
Let's scrap finish.
Okay, now all of yours. It's all of your faults now.
Continue, hun.
So it pierces, and the creature screeches. It stares down at all of you. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Hey, Scrap. I have 2 questions
Yeah.
for you. If
Yeah.
I were to pull a flashbang, even though it's still in the backpack, and throw the backpack at it, would it set off everything within the backpack?
What
I think so.
in total, you really only would have a couple of flashbangs. They didn't bring grenades because they knew they were going on a ship. So, like, flashbang grenades are one thing. Actual hotspots are an entirely different thing.
Okay, then I won't do what I was planning to do. Cool. Thank you.
Would they have taken my glow gun with them?
I don't see why.
I don't think they would have. I think they would have left it.
That was on your person.
No, that was sitting in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
we
well,
fucked up the kitchen.
Yeah, nobody grabbed it.
As soon as we saw you, what the fuck you changed it, we were like, no, and then just left.
Oh, I have to add a +1 to that, so I've got an 8.
Same.
All y'all about to get fucked.
Do we get a battle map?
Just give me a moment here.
Yep.
There won't necessarily be a map. I'm just gonna kind of freeball it for the most part because this is going to be.
I don't think he expected this.
You're damn right I didn't.
You know, Scrap,
Well-
I love that you gave me like 4 different
Thing, I guess our fucking space adventure game turned into a TTI fucker game after all. You know what? You can run.
It doesn't help
You
that
can
we
run
have,
the
what,
fucking.
2 TTI people? 2 heavily TTI people?
You know what, Fang? You might as well change this to where now we're just becoming Ruby Knights. That's all that's gonna happen. By the
Oh, we're back
be
on
fair,
Earth,
I was
by the way, Kyo.
no, we're back on Mars. I'm
Mars,
the
yeah.
only person who had combat casting, so I'm the only TTI person who could cast in combat.
I didn't have any transcendent abilities. But I
No.
am heavy TTI.
No, but I believe it was Vex who took the TTI ability to summon minions.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Does not have combat casting, so cannot use it in combat.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry though, CJ, because after shooting this thing, I'm gonna start bolting. You saying bolting this bitch?
Oh no, I'm getting off. We're on Mars now.
What do you think I'm gonna run
Hello,
for?
welcome.
Now the problem is, if we let this thing fucking spire on Mars, we get fucked harder.
Yeah.
You're off of Earth, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
We're off of Earth, and now there's a fucking whisper on Mars, and we have to fucking wait until TTI, Progenitus, or any other court see what the fuck is going on, which probably wouldn't take long, and then fucking respond. Which the first two responders would be Progenitus or TTI.
Can't you just like give them a call with your cell phone?
Actually, first response would probably be the
Progenitus or
blep,
TTI.
blep, blep.
Not Marsco or RPF. RPF don't deal with this shit.
RPF would probably be the first one to respond, and it would be nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
No, it'll be TTI. Because TTI are first responders to any transcendent or whispering. And this counts. So we would be getting Ruby Knights coming in, going on.
Alright, does that look like legit for everybody?
I had to change mine to an 8 because I had a +1 as well, and it didn't go through for me, so I changed it to an 8.
Yeah, okay, you've been moved.
Don't go down.
Alright.
Big thing do not go down in this fight.
So because I've had this sitting here, you know what, we will kind of use, you know what, give me a second here.
Let him draw in some buildings and stuff.
Yeah. If we're in the middle of the streets, it just makes it worse. Because then fucking
No, you guys are way off in the middle. You guys are way off in like the middle of in BFE.
Oh. Alright. So yeah, it's gonna. It may take a minute, or not a minute. It may take a while. We may get.
I don't know. There was a 50 radius burst of transcendent energy.
Yeah, I think
TTI probably watches that shit.
I'm gonna say I think they know. I think they fucking know.
TTI is basically Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah,
Didn't everyone notice Kyo's message?
Message.
Oh yeah,
Get some food, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And he rolled
Cool.
a 10.
Yeah.
I already counted his initiative, so
You get to do that. Okay.
Do what?
Do that.
Yeah.
You get your token to do that.
Q. You press Q.
Q?
Yeah, and
Oh,
you press Q again. Why are you moving it? You just press. For you, it won't look like that, but for everyone else, it will.
just give me one moment, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Taking off fly here.
We're playing with the map. It's okay.
Funny, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're not fucked, and you know, fuck you. I'm joining the Ruby Night chapter.
Just in case the party actually survives this encounter, I'm going to start working on another character.
Okay, can you guys clear that off the board, please?
Or what?
The lines.
Someone's going to do a movement animation.
Oh, jeez.
Please
That's
clear
why.
that. I need to see.
I don't know how to stop
There.
it.
It's done. It's
Yeah.
done.
You just have to move it again and override the last command.
We'll stop now. I'm sorry. I didn't know it looked like nothing to you, so I was wondering what was happening.
It looks like nothing
something
to
that
you.
everyone else.
It looked like nothing to me.
It
And I was like,
It lags
well,
everyone
that's
else's
weird.
computer.
It doesn't work. I am sorry.
It lags everyone
Well,
This
what's
else's.
isn't
everyone
even working.
See all those mooks right there too. Those people, they're joining TTI too. Like, it's everyone. TTI's gonna round up everyone. Like, so you're a knight now, I guess. So you would be like, no, I'm like, yes. you don't have a choice, bitch.
You're a knight now, right? No.
You know what?
You're a knight now,
I'm-
right? Okay.
I will put down my character. Yes, TTI. I wasn't TTI before, but I sure as hell I'm about to be.
I'd personally like some
All
kind
right,
of
now I'm
spyglass
gonna use
mission
the
in
same
this
page.
one at some point, though.
Spyglass mission.
Best of luck.
Whatever this knows again. It's now a TTI game.
No, it's now Scrap's game. Scrap all of those ideas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He has to scrap it.
It can't be a TTI game. The biggest TTI character is gone.
And more
What are you
takes
talking
the
about?
place.
It's pure TTI.
As you guys fire, the creature begins. It's on its turn, by the way. It begins to snarl and screech and just begin reaching up to claw at itself. And it basically starts ripping its own head in half. And as it does, it starts growing and pulsating. And it grows until it's a large monstrous creature, and it stares down at you with its now twin head It's got two twin dragon heads staring down at you with segmented faces, and it screeches at you with the loudest screech possible. Oh look! It's the suit crew. Guess what they're gonna do?
Running like hell.
So, you guys suddenly hear a loud volley of just start coming from that side. You see gunfire ripping into this creature as it slowly begins to arch back and snarl. Bullets
thank
tearing
goodness.
holes into it and causing more crystalline forms to spew out and splatter out and crystallize as this creature begins to snarl and lift its gnarled claw up, and it fires its arm out towards them. I'm just going to let it do its turn while they're also doing that for the sake of simplicity. It launches its arm out. Say again?
I can't see it or not. It's just
You can't
blank.
see it.
Because it was in the last one, this is for you, Scrap. Because it was in the last one, turn order doesn't go over when you change pages.
Oh, do I have to do it again?
Very cool.
Unfortunately, it is a thing.
All right, I'll keep tabs on the turn order.
I mean,
right
if you
now.
I know what my turn is, and you can put the shit in, and I'll fucking.
All right.
So there are people shooting at this thing too, right? So we can survive and
Yeah,
use them as bait.
They'd prefer you didn't just leave them there to die. I'm sure Mars itself would prefer you didn't do that. So you guys, you see these guys dumping rounds hardcore into this thing, and as it lurches its arm out, it extends far out towards them, and two of them dive out of the way, and the creature grasps a hold of a rock and wrenches it back, tearing their cover out. And now, Keo, guess what, buddy? You're up.
I think he's still AFK.
No, he's here. Been talking.
Oh, sweet.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I have no inhibitions. My mind presented a question. I'm going to answer said question. I think CJ knows what I'm going to do.
I think I do, and you gotta do it.
CJ, I would. Hold on. Let's see. Oh. Not shit.
Where?
Apparently, killed my web browser?
Shift click. What are you doing?
I'm not in the Roll20 right now.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Oh,
There I am.
There he is.
looking something up.
I clicked shift because I wanted to track out how many hexes away it is from me.
Okay,
Wait,
Keo,
is it
you're going to run towards it and attack. Go ahead, my guy. You're about there, basically.
It's knowing you.
Mm-hmm.
Two X's away because
Okay.
You alright?
Yeah, just some of my drink going down the wrong pipe.
Okay.
dying a little bit more.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was.
We're not that bad, are we?
No.
But then I'd leave Z, and I don't want to do that.
Well, at least you love one of us.
Oh, please, you guys would go back to having a great DM like Dash.
Not that good.
Not bad. You're good. You're doing a pretty damn good job with this. I like the narrative.
Considering I got yeeted in both your goddamn games.
Keo, it's always 2d8s plus your CQC bonus.
Yeah,
Well, always a difficulty too.
yeah. Everybody's H2 is always 2d8 plus your CQC.
You meet the difficulty, roll 2d8 plus 2.
It's your 2d8 plus your what?
CQC.
CQC,
Plus his C.
yeah. And Boon allows you to reload.
Hey, how about you got a boon there?
I heard you had a boon on top of a boon on top of a boon.
You I heard you like boons, so we put a boon in your boon so that you can boon while you boon.
All the boons.
You're also gonna have to use a readiness if you want to reload the one.
I want to say that I used 3 readiness last time we played.
I don't think. Did you? I don't remember using readiness.
I think I used
Yeah, we did. We did during combat. Yes.
but I can't remember how much I used.
Y'all did. I didn't.
Oh, I used 1.
Oh,
Right, I used 1.
Yeah, keep track of that shit because I do not. 10.
That's an. Is it 10?
8,
That's a 10.
9.
That's a 9. It's a 9, my
wait,
guy.
9. Yeah, what? No, plus the 1.
Oh yeah, I guess there is still that plus 1. That's 1 attack.
Alright. Okay, you can roll another attack. By the way, can I just say that this is what I think of whenever we start our recording?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm almost
my God.
guaranteeing you are not old enough to know what that is, Max.
It's like a 2001 game. No, not 2001. 2004.
Maybe like
yeah, he could know.
Alright, go ahead. Hey.
That's still not enough.
that's a 9.
Yeah.
And
He didn't count his bonus.
he's at 10 right now.
Plus, you can use a readiness to re-roll the other 3. You can use 2 readiness for the other 3.
Or 1 ready.
Would it only be 1 readiness for both of them?
It's one each.
It's only two. It's only two if you roll a one, because you have to bump
Yeah.
up the one to.
Oh, God, I've been misunderstanding some of these rules. Anyway, okay.
You just need to sit down and just talk rules on the face.
Yeah.
His last ready. His last Haman. Last bit of his Haman.
I'm talking about rolls one of these days.
I'm gonna get a 1. Oh, he got a 2.
Oh my god.
Get a total of 10.
The thing just fucking.
So, I am a benevolent god, I'd like to think. This thing is fucking massive, and it's really not paying attention. You manage to lash out with your weapon, and you strike it a couple times. Nothing serious, but you do cause more of the crystalline blood to splatter across it. You know, it splatters and then the ground crystallizes, and you hear it retch out a blood-curdling scream as it begins to lurch towards you guys, and it arches the boulder down towards you. I'm not going to have you guys roll for evade yet. That'll come up in a moment. But at the start of its turn, it will be doing. You guys will have to make evade checks.
If we're still in the same spot where.
Yes. Well, then it'll just roll and decide who it's throwing at. You know. It's time to get whacked!
Well, guys, this is where we die.
Calling it for
That's
the night?
Keo's line. I'm actually going to eat. Okay. Keo, you can move if you want.
He already moved. Didn't he?
No, he did move. I actually moved him, and then he corrected.
Didn't need it.
He still does have his movement, though, so he can dipski the lipski out of there so he doesn't get yeeted.
I can't see the turn order, so I'm not sure who's next.
You and Dash are up next.
Don't shoot me.
So I would like to. I mean, if it's my turn at the moment.
Let him.
Okay.
Play that
All right.
music.
Next up,
That's what's going
well,
on
you
now.
two can do your turn simultaneously. It's just whoever wants to do it first.
I'll let Vex talk first.
So I will. I'm gonna try and stealth to try and get an exploit on this thing before I shoot it.
You have to have a place to stealth from.
Well, it looks like
Yeah,
there's kind of like a wall right here of like kind of rock.
It's too low to really work.
Will it really work? All right, I'll just take some shots at it then.
Yeah, just go ahead and fire.
So I might get three shots.
Dump your rounds, my
yeah.
dude. Blow your hot lewd.
I think it's...
Kronk! Oh,
It's always 2d8.
Remember what the
Always the difficulty
two-hit
2.
You always difficult to pretty much.
Remember
is
what the
one of the
weapon bonus to
one
hit
of-
is.
Crucible?
That is one of the most basic rules in this game that nobody ever seems to remember. Difficulty 2.
I do.
I remember it now.
I've never forgotten. I've always remembered that fucking rule.
Throwing a
Okay,
grenade is a bit
You
different.
One.
you three are fucking exceptions to the rule.
So
it
plus
seems.
one to every roll.
Okay, can I reroll the 2 with a
Do you
readiness?
have the readiness for it?
Have a readiness, yes. If
If
you
you
have
have
a
the
boon,
readiness for it, then yes.
Yeah, if you have a readiness or
Okay.
boon, yes. 9, 10, 11.
Okay, you fire off a couple shots. They land square center mass of the creature, and it lurches, sputtering more of this crystalline blood across the floor. As it lurches forth, the boulder kind of like begins bringing the boulder down, but its trajectory is going in front of it, not towards you guys.
Okay, I take my second shot.
All right, dumpster it, my guy. Roll what you're gonna do. And for this creature, just roll both your attacks. Don't even wait for in betweens. Just dumpster shots, and I'll take. Okay. You dump the next round. You dump the next couple of shots square into it. The rounds.
I'm real quick.
It's a large enough creature. It's evaded as shit. Don't worry too hard.
I'm gonna roll the D10 to see if I can get a third attack.
Okay, go ahead.
What do I
That was
have?
2d10.
Crucible, it's 1.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
What was I trying to get for that?
I forget the exact.
Below
number.
your initiative. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
so you pass.
Cool.
All right, and I will send that to you in a minute, babe.
Thank you.
And we'll go from there. And let me see what I just got.
Hell yeah.
How much health does this thing have, Scrap?
You didn't have to DM that to me, Dash. You could have just asked me at any point. No, what was that again, Kahia or Kenji?
How much health does this thing have?
You'll know when it drops.
Like, do we actually even hurt it? Like, it's visibly actually injured and not just doing stupid
bleeding,
things?
and it's bleeding and actually reacting. So yes.
Okay.
You are
It should have a higher endure than that, I would think.
It is what the DM says it
Maybe
is.
would you like this to be harder?
It is what the DM says it
Yeah,
is.
let's make it harder.
No,
Okay.
don't listen to Vay.
What happened?
He's
Um,
crazy.
I sent that over DM so that it wouldn't interrupt Max soon.
I mean, I wouldn't have mind if you held off for a second and then hit it when there was a free spot. That would have been fine. So all right. You dump shots square into this thing's chest, and it goes up even a little higher, nailing it in the neck. It begins to step forward towards you guys. Its large foot lifting and burying itself into the dirt as it begins to. Its chest begins to like crackle and open as it screeches again. And go ahead there, Dash. What are you going to do? So you're going to move up there.
Takes me 2 movements to get there because I only have half my movement.
Okay.
And so I can do that thing I asked you about. Right
You
ahead.
can throw with both because you used one move and have 2 attacks. Go right ahead.
That's 2 movements actually. I have a movement of 4. I get only half of it.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it for right now. I'll give you a moment of glory.
Okay. So this is.
We'll just roll it as you're going in, like you're doing an overhand slam with it, or you just in a fluid motion you throw a punch and throw a second punch and deal it. I'll flavor it as you do it. Trust me, Vay, I have a number for this thing. I actually. Oh no!
So guess
Okay.
what? Guess what? I have
All
readiness. I have readiness
cool.
and I have a boon. So that's
Good.
1, 2, 3 readiness and a boon.
Part of me wants to say no, just because of how fucking funny that would have been. But fine.
On the chat.
I see Mega Bloof.
Okay.
So that taps out that readiness. And that's an 11.
All right, so you
Something like that.
strike in with your right hook and nail it at first. Then you throw in with your left and bury your fists into this thing. Your hands immediately begin to burn. Your gauntlets begin to sizzle, but you tear through it and actually splatter crystalline blood everywhere. It splatters forth across the ground as your gauntlets rip through. However, your gauntlets are now covered in it and are now forming crystals.
Okay. Sad. I guess my lightning didn't rock off. Got it.
Your lightning. Let me actually check something real quick because I did forget you had that.
Only reason I mentioned it.
Okay. So, as you're burying in your fists, you actually, instead of doing the cross punch, you bury both fists in at once and turn and rip. So you twist and then rip outward. As your fists go in, your charge goes through your arms into it, and it bursts through. And you guys see electricity rip through through the Whisper, even arcing through its now opening chest as it lurches back and begins spewing a mist into the air, and it arcs through It arced through the mist that it's spewing out.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So, is it still alive?
Yeah,
It's still very much alive.
Just not happy.
Yeah, no, not after what we just did to it.
Well, when my turn comes on, I'm gonna make it much worse because I just remembered an ability this bow has.
Don't shoot me.
Hello.
Ella's turn. DJ? Still there?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm here. So, first things first, I'm throwing my fucking bomb shield.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Bomb shield, which one was that again?
That's the, let me get to it. God fucking damn it.
Is that the one from Zelda where you basically like slam it into the thing and it'll explode?
The death fist is
Yeah,
a
the
hotspot.
death fist.
It's pretty much a hotspot grenade.
A small shield, right?
It's a small one. Oh, fucking give me a second. Fuck off. Go back.
That disc. This shield houses an explosive mechanism that can be treated as a hotspot grenade or an egress system once. It will be destroyed when the system is used.
Okay, are you lobbing it like a? Are you lobbing it, or are you going to run up and hit it?
Are you going to Captain American it?
I'm Captain America in its fucking middle square.
Range combat, please.
Athletics, because I don't have the thing to make it range combat, which is good.
Okay, I'll just save us some time here. You hop onto the rock ahead of you, and you yeet that fucking shield. It goes flying through the air, true as fuck. It lands in between the now split open chest, and it actually begins to, it managed to spin, and it kind of flipped while it was in the air, and it lands in between the two folds of the chest, explosive down towards it, and as the spores or mist begin to pile up on it, it explodes, sending a shockwave through. A huge mass of fucking circular chunk is blown out of the thing's spine, and it screeches as it drops to one. It lurches. As it's on its knee, it begins to flail its arm to the side. I'm going to need Dash to make an evade check, please.
Hey, give me 1 second to check my evade. What's the difficulty on it?
Difficulty 3, because the thing is huge.
Okay, so plus. Oh, I got a 12 because I forgot to put my other +1 in there.
You fine. You manage to duck low onto your back, and as the shockwave hits, it sends you pushed back into the grass some. It's nothing too major. It's like a hex away. As it rips through, you see a large crystal now protruding like a spike out of its back. The crystals are cracking and actually falling apart as the creature starts to stand up again. It roars out and it looks directly at CJ. Both heads now, bearing down on him, and they both take a deep inhaled breath. And hey, look, it's Raul's turn.
Actually, that was only one action. I'd say you only live one.
Okay, go ahead. Do it.
Rush up to it, and
I'm gonna push myself back 1.
All right. Okay.
it gets fucking hit.
All right. As you run up, you bash one of the skulls because the two heads lurch down and we're getting ready to like exhale something on you, and you banged one of their skulls towards the other, and it blasts the other with crystal. Like it begins breathing a mist of red, but that begins firing crystals, and it pierces through the other's head, and it's just like huge, massive shards of crystal piercing into its skull. The other head snarls out and begins to kind of like, it slowly begins to melt as if it's disintegrating or as if it's falling apart. And then it just kind of splatters on the ground and puddles out.
Alright, now is Wild's turn. That's it for me.
Are we out of initiative?
You're not out yet. It's still alive.
Okay.
You destroyed one
head. Got it.
one head of two. This thing is living up to a nickname of Hydra.
Is it growing another head?
Oh, you
fuck.
guys aren't done yet. You guys won't be done for a little while.
And it's getting late, and I just want to shoot it with a special bow ability.
You'll be
That
on
might be
next.
useful. I know, but it's so useful because it's stupid.
Raul, seeing all of this, dives into this cover. And he's holding one of the rifles he picked up from one of the dead bodies. And you guys see him kind of like nervously poke out of cover, and he starts pulling the trigger, and he kind of, the gun kind of kicks and knocks him around a little bit, but he manages to keep some shots in line, and they rip through the back of the thing as it starts to form wings out of it. The wings are quickly pierced in half by the rounds he's firing because those rounds were anti-personnel, or not anti-personnel, they were armor piercing. So he just ripped one of its wings apart. Hey, look, Kenji, you're up.
Oh, first things first, I'm going to sneak my big body back a couple hexes.
Okay.
I got all the way back there. And then I'm going to take aim. And fire.
Okay. What are you firing again?
FTD bow.
Ah.
This one.
Now, here's the thing. This thing is in close combat.
I'm also going to be activating its ability that pretty much just gives it an entire energy beam that will not stop. So it either crosses this entire battlefield or hits something it cannot cut through.
Okay.
It's 8
So-
times. It's a D8 times 10 for damage.
All right. Well, go ahead and fire it, and I'll tell you what happens. Don't worry about
I
the
did.
damage. What'd you
I got
roll
a
for
16.
it? I just had to step away. Okay.
I almost hit Max again.
You basically bellow out this laser from your bow. It fires straight and true, and it pierces into the creature, causing the it begins to. It almost looks like it ruptures some, like like the front of it kind of ripples like a water balloon that's too full, and the crystal in the back explodes, sending shards everywhere. The beam piercing through into the rock behind and stop as this creature begins to. Its cries are growing more and more desperate. You can clearly tell that. As odd as that sounds. But then again, most of you probably don't know what a whisper sounds like generally, but this thing sounds like it's actually in some serious pain.
You're welcome.
Any creature like that looks like or sounds like it's in some serious pain. Up next is Vey. Have fun. Or, no, you still have another attack, don't you, Ken?
Yes, I do. And I have a handgun.
Okay, fire your handgun.
Alright, let me find which option. Again, okay, so that's the 6 plus 2d6 plus 1 for range. And this one is a smart one, so after I hit it, I will know what's health, Scrap.
Say it one more time.
What?
The thing has a special ability that'll let me see its health after I hit it.
What the fuck? What?
It
What handgun are you
returned
using?
null. It can't get a read on it.
I'm gonna use my readiness.
What handgun are you? Are you using the regular handgun? Is this
He's
some
got
fucking?
a HUD's up
I got
display
the
on the handgun.
Okay, I'm gonna use. Is it the readiness or the focus right now?
This is a creature you cannot find out
Readiness.
the HP from like that.
I'm gonna
It's
use my
readiness right now.
to get that one away. What is it, 2?
Unless
Yeah.
Fang wants to tell us the
It'd be
HP,
2.
Okay.
we cannot find out the HP.
Yeah, there wouldn't be-
Okay, save your readiness. Save your
Oh.
readiness. You're not getting its number.
No, that was to hit.
Okay, to hit, then fine.
And total.
So the only one who
You
can actually
fire-
try to find out that shit is T. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you fire a couple shots downrange. It lands near the shot where the beam is, and the creature begins to kind of. You guys see it kind of bubbling and pulsating, and it looks like it's growing closer to its final actions. Or it looks like it's about to do something really bad. All right, Vey, you're up next.
Alright, well, I guess I will stealth first.
You can't stealth. We've already gone over
I
that.
have the OSR suit with chameleon cloak.
Okay.
As a Elsie.
Okay,
Yeah,
you can.
but according to the
you-
rules on it, you can only activate it when out of sight of when in combat.
Is this not a tree?
No, they're too low
I-
for attack.
I don't think it cares. I think
really
it sees
doesn't
you. I think it sees you. It's like the
Fang
whispers
stated
don't
before.
work on the same shit. I can actually go.
Thanks, Fang stated before that they're too low.
I see.
Where is it? Because they may not even like work on the same shit to where you can sneak up on it. So you may not just not even be able to fucking stealth on it.
That kind of sucks. My character's built around stealth.
Whispers say
Same
fuck
here.
you. I'm gonna say yeah. Whisper's kind of bad, and you have to do a lot to try to, and you shouldn't be fighting it.
Alright, I run away.
Okay. We're all right. Alrighty. So you're dipping the hell out. The squad proceeds to get up. And as you run, the creature kind of more and more of the bubbles begin bursting and crystals start forming through. And as the squad proceeds to start opening fire once again, you see their rounds are almost glowing much brighter than they previously were. and explosive shells are tearing into the target. And, the pustules or the explosions and pustules are now turning into large-scale crystals, and it's making the thing much harder and harder to move. It begins to lurch forward and try to grab a hold of Hella. Kyo, you're up next, my guy.
I'm looking to see if it can just see you no matter what. I don't exactly know. But I wouldn't be surprised if Whispers just see.
And Paleman you can't sneak up on? Not wearing armor?
Oh yeah, Isaac. So yeah, you're probably the same for Whispers. Especially in this fucking new edition. Which they are fucking going to run within 3 hexes and stab it again.
Okay, so you run up. And you're going to try and strike at it melee. You go ahead and move your mini or your token, and then roll me your 2 attacks.
I forget about the retaliation. It should have hit me.
Tim decided
Alright.
that it didn't try to hit.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about it, so I fucking hold on. It's because at first I just threw a grenade. Okay.
Damn!
When Kyo's
An
in the
epic
mood
strike.
to kill, Kyo's the fucking.
No, that's not
I know.
That's it, is it?
Just
Up to DM.
roll your next attack,
Yeah.
Kyo.
I gotta remember the epic strike rules though.
Oh, he's just moving after. He's only making one.
Okay, so you bury your weapon into the ground and use it as a pole arm as you leap forward. You leap forward onto the beast. As you're slamming into it, your feet begin to burn some, but you slash forth with your weapon and tear a large cleaved chunk out of its neck. It begins crystallizing the moment your blade passes through it, but it begins to start gasping and growling, and its snarls are growing harder. As you rip your blade through its neck, you bounce off, flip, land on the ground, and proceed to bolt the hell out.
Nice. Oh yeah, CJ's right. I'm reading it right now, actually.
I'm just roll.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, no. I mean, what the fuck is?
Who did that?
You and Vex are up next.
Okay. So, I have an idea. I'd like to ask Vector before anything else happens. You can channel that electricity through this, and I hold up my sword.
He'd look back at you. See the sword. Itty bitty can. Kind of. We can. Somewhat. Not exactly. I'm not good with that. I'm good with these. I've got to use these.
What I'm asking is hit my sword with your lightning, and I'll fucking hit that thing.
Doesn't work that way.
Damn it! I thought that would be cool.
Oh, see? You're absolutely right. That would be badass.
Yeah.
I would rule a cool that because you both. Here's what you could do. He can attack first after you move in. When he attacks and arcs, the arc has a possibility to go into your blade because it's the only metal there. You might take some damage from it depending on something I roll on the back. And if you do, then I mean it's a price to pay to look fucking badass tearing this thing.
Yes, I will take that. I will take that chance.
You two both rush up and slam, and I'm assuming that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to throw your punches, dash, and then you're going to try and sword strike if the electricity arcs right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, roll your damage.
So those are my 2 hits.
All right, I'm going to roll something.
Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can't roll that 2 higher.
Don't worry about the 2. You've hit it.
Okay.
Dash.
Okay.
Just figure it out.
You've been
They
hitting
automatically pass. Say, no, go ahead.
You've also been hitting on 10s prior. You hit.
Okay. Also, let me know if my meteor gauntlet goes off at all.
All right. So, okay. Electricity arcs back into the blade or back into your gauntlet. It also arcs out and zaps the blade in Vex's hands. Vex, you're taking 1 wound straight from electricity damage, but you're able to get the attack off first.
Okay.
So roll your attack.
I need to see what the bonus to hit on my sword is.
Oh yeah, the accuracy. I'm forgetting about my accuracy, actually.
I know, right?
Oh.
Where is it?
Yeah, so it would include your accuracy and any melee bonuses you get from shit like that.
Everyone's forgetting about accuracy.
Hell no! I'm spending all of my shit to reroll that. All of my last readiness to reroll.
Oh god damn it! I wish
Mega
I have-
blue.
Yes, Mega Boof. I would like to use all of the last of my readiness to roll that
How
because
many
how
you
much
have
readiness do you have?
left.
What's
How much?
Out,
Oh,
bro.
cool.
We can't hear
You're
you.
dying.
You have a boon?
And I also have used. I have 4 readiness left.
Four
It
readiness
keeps
is-
cutting out when you try to say it.
Damn
four,
it!
4 is enough
4.
to reroll it. He said 4. I caught
Yes. Okay. You can roll. All right, go
Yes.
ahead. I would have loved to see one of you guys get a crit fail.
This is going to take you 3 readiness to reroll everything.
4. Or no, he has a boom.
Yes,
So yeah, 3.
you
Yeah, 3.
Good roll. All right.
There we go.
So what happens is as Dash buries the now crystalline gauntlets back into the creature, electricity zaps through and does another one of the, through the creature itself. It also arcs over to the metal blade, which then arcs over to the shields. I actually rolled that on the side because you guys were so close and clustered. So as you
Anyway,
bury your
goddamn.
as you bury your blade into it, the creature begins to electrify even more, and more crystals are forming through it as pustules pop and explode, and the creature begins to crystals are overtaking it even more now at this point. And I'm going to say, CJ, this thing is on its last. Go ahead and make your last attack.
That's it. That's 1. 1 more. There we go.
You didn't need to roll that. You throw your shield, and it shatters the crystal holding the head, and it falls to the ground. The creature slowly beginning to deform and melt and fade into a puddle. And as it does, you guys hear the sound of shuttles off in the distance.
How do you get a +8?
Accuracy
My
bonuses.
yeah, my thing's kind of nice.
Because he's kicking this creature. They count as knives.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah,
he gets
and
plus
it's
4
also
accuracy.
unarmed, but yeah,
Yeah.
my damage on all that counts for knife, but it's still unarmed. Which
Oh, you were doing that?
yeah, I don't have.
What?
I have a.
Oh.
I
I thought
mean,
you were throwing the shield.
I can still, but the shield still counts as unarmed. Is the problem? Because there's no attack for shield.
Then I'll just count it as the shield
So
because
you
you
could just
threw
say
it.
you threw the shield.
You Captain America the head off and you killed it.
I threw it. Yeah, I threw the fucking
Okay,
shield.
so it's dead.
Are we out
It's
of...
dead. You can
are we
go.
out
You
of
can go to
initiative?
bed. I will post info on all that.
How
in a
much
minute.
experience did we get first?
I will. I just said I will post that in a minute.
As it falls dead. All right, I don't know what the fuck. It's actually no. It splatters. That's right, because it's a whisper, and
Yes, it melted into a puddle, and now you have shuttles floating or flying in.
And I sit down.
Are there still crystals on my gauntlets?
The crystals are still on your gauntlets. Your hands and your feet are still burning.
Yeah, if I may, Scrap, I rip my gauntlets off and I back out of the area.
As you back out of the area, your hands are still burning pretty nice.
Crystallized now.
Yes.
That shit and back off with Dash.
Okay.
We
Surprisingly, the shield isn't crystalline because it did not manage to get enough whisper blood on it to matter.
somehow did. Oh my god!
Those are not being...
All right.
Yes, no, they are not.
We should probably quickly call it here, at least for the recording wise.
Let me finish this,
Okay.
and then we'll call it. So as you guys are sitting there and taking in the moment, you guys all start rejoicing. TTI shuttles, or what you assume TTI is, because they're unmarked shuttles, land and hazmat squads proceed to pile out of their vehicles, holding all of you at gunpoint. And you hear through synthesized voices, "Who the fuck are you? What are you doing?" Those kind of questions. You're all basically put into a quarantine tent to be checked over. They quickly set up a containment center around near it, as well as a quarantine area, and you guys are all put in the quarantine. But they haven't shot you on sight, so that's nice.
Yeah.
And we're going to end with you guys in a quarantine.
Makes sense.
Now we will end the session for tonight. I will be posting the XP and all that in a moment. Or in a minute, we will go from there. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I am at Scrap. This has been Scrap That Idea. The name probably is a foreshadowing for what I should have done, but regardless, I hope you all enjoyed. And ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night and a good fuck.